years has done a lot to devalue masculinity. Now, I saw it happening in the late 60s when the Vietnam War was at its height and people were running around saying man is the reason we have wars, and war is a man thing, so you need to change the way boys are raised to men. Instead of being uptight and under self-control, they need to learn to emote, to shy, to cry, to shout, to let it all hang out, and let their emotions float. Well, we get that, but it's not a good result, and you can see that in the inner city where order has broken down.
That's interesting, because that's one of the things that we actually talk about on Vlad TV. We talk about how there is men that's happening in music right now.
Yeah, it is. Look at them. They got the microphone. They look like they're trying to perform fellatio on something. It's, man, take that microphone out your mouth. It looks strange, boy. Hold that thing off at a distance and act like you a man instead of you have. No, I mean, it's okay, you know. If you want to be gay, go right ahead. But I mean, everybody's not gay, so give us a few masculine images. Look at the commercials. Do you see a masculine-looking man on a commercial these days? Particularly if they are black. Look at what they've done to action adventure. You see them patting each other on the behinds, kissing each other on the lips. It's like, okay, fine. The gays got their rights to do what they want to do, but let's have some masculine imagery here. You see, it's not there. It's been taken away. And when you have a mass media thing, that's what the youth look to guide themselves. White kids used to look at John Wayne and Clint Eastwood, and we'd look at our corresponding folk, but nowadays, you know, they're all simpering and walking around fluttering and everything, and you don't see anything to the contrary. Let's let the pendulum swing back to being neutral. How about some of each, you know?
Well, a few years ago, Kanye West did a concert where he wore a skirt, which kind of like a kilt. And that was considered a big deal in the community. But fast forward to 2015, one of the biggest artists out there is Young Thug, who in an interview recently said that 90% of his clothing is women's clothing. And he's been known to wear dresses and skirts and, you know, stuff like that.
Why don't he just come on out the closet? It's the 21st century. They ain't gonna hurt him. Be honest about it. These women are worried about down low people right now. They don't want to catch anything. Not saying that there is a cornering of the market on catching something that way, but just come on out. What Caitlyn did it.
Yeah.
You know, be real.
Most people that come out are celebrated, if you look at it.
I know. Now, how about celebrating somebody who did a manly thing, you know? There are a few.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. It's a different place. But it's interesting how you said how it was started after the Vietnam War in terms of blaming males for the wars and altering the way that they were raised. You feel that's the actual start of it?
They had unisex children's clothing, unisex child rearing, no playing with cap guns, water pistols, no cowboys and Indians, no soldier games. Boys and girls wore the same kind of hair. I remember you could go to a picnic, a business would give or a church would give, and you could be looking straight ahead and you could hear kids behind you. You could tell the girls and boys because the girls screamed and the boys yelled. Now you go someplace you can't tell because boys and girls are all screaming in a shrill fashion. Boys are pampered. We're apex predators. Our job is to be expendable and protect the resources, women and children, but we don't look at it that way now.
Do you feel that there is a certain fear of masculine black men in America?
Yes.
So they try to push a feminine black man so they could deal with him a little easier?
The nastiest letter I ever got in my life was November 14th, 1998. I had the show, and 23 women, lesbians, that's the way they characterized themselves, said they were offended at having to work with a straight black male when there were so many nice homosexual men to work with. They in my voice, I was stern. They said it was just unacceptable that I was polite and opened doors for the ladies. They thought that was just hideous. So, I mean, I'm not going to stop opening doors because I'm a man. I'm not going to stop stepping forward in response to a woman who's in trouble or in distress. That's why I got the 5-day sentence down at juvenile court. But I'm a man. But some people don't like that.
So what ultimately happened?